Hello everyone, this is Dave Hunsaker with an updated version of my Wisconsin projectile point video. Last one was in 2016, so quite a bit has changed since then. This is 2025. I've added a lot of artifacts, I've got new frames, and most importantly I've added labels for every piece. So as before, this is almost entirely Wisconsin. There are two items in here that were found just across rivers from Wisconsin. Otherwise, it's all found within the state of Wisconsin. So let's do a quick overview. We've got 4 frames of Paleo. Five frames of Archaic. Including a copper frame. And also mixed in a frame of blades and drills. And then another frame of blades and some caches. And then we have 2 frames of Woodland and Mississippian frame and historic frame. So let's go take a closer look. Starting with Paleo. So here we have Clovis, a few Clovis varieties, Barnes, Holcomb, and Gainey, and then Folsom and Midland. Just look at a couple here. This is actually the first Clovis I ever acquired. It's still my favorite. Nice frosty patina on one side. This is a more recent acquisition, but really nice one. Avon from Juneau County. Take a look at this Barnes. That's from Jefferson County, Milford Township. Nice thin Hickston Paleo blade. And also a very thin Cochrane blade, possibly a Folsom ultra thin. Hard to say for sure, but definitely Paleo. Alright, then our Folsom and Midland group. This is one of my favorites, Lake Koshkonong. I believe it's heavily patinated Galena. Hickston from either Richland or Grant County. The provenance has gotten a little bit lost on this one, but a classic. Just pick up a couple to look at here. This one's from Crawfish River near Mud Lake, Dodge County. Hot spot for Folsom. This one's also from that same area. Avon Chert. Here's a nice Moline example from Dane County. And Midlands, a couple of my favorites. This is one I had a long time as well, but still one of my very favorite pieces. And this one as well. Love the edge work on this guy. Moving on to late Paleo. We've got Angosturas, agate basins in this frame. That light is great for these right now. A Knife River Flint Angostura from Columbia County. And Cochrane one, just Wisconsin for the provenance on that one, and also the Galena one. And a couple of favorite agate basins. This guy, Grant County, Wisconsin, near Lancaster. Just a absolute classic agate basin from Wisconsin. Another Lake Koshkonong piece, great staining. I believe on Prairie de Chine, but it's hard to say for sure what the material is under there. There's a nice red one from Oconto County. And this, another one of my favorites, Knife River Flint. Flaked, almost like an Eden, but I'm calling it agate basin just based on the shape. Alright, and then this late Paleo frame, we have high-lows, Upper Valley Daltons, Hollands, Brown Valley, Plainview, a couple of blades, and a late Paleo Hickston Cache. Oh, and Hell Gap. This one, not your classic high-low, but didn't quite fit into any of the other categories either. It's a Dalton variety of some kind. Nice thin piece. This is probably my favorite Upper Valley Dalton. First stage, no resharpening. And I love the gastropod fossils in the base. Go right through to the other side. There's a pretty big one. Classic left side bevel. Spotted Hickston Plainview. Get the light to show that a little bit. It's Buffalo County, and a nice Cochrane one from La Crosse County. This is one of my favorites too. Prairie de Chine, Greene County. Real thin. Nicely made. Super pretty material too. Alright. Cody frame. We have Albertas, a couple of Scottsbluff, Cody knives, and then eared Edens, eared Scottsbluff. Really like this one with the enormous impact fracture. These median ridge flaked points are just set up perfectly for big impact fractures like this, but this is probably the best one I've ever seen. It's too bad this is missing a little ear, but it also gives you a chance to see what the color of the material was before a couple thousand years in the ground. And this is still one of my favorites for sure. It's from Oconto County, If anybody has any idea what this material is, I'd love to find out. Alright, moving on to early Archaic. We have St. Charles, Kessel, Thebes, and Hardin in this frame. Let's see, my favorite Hardin is definitely this one. Fond du Lac County. I like this one quite a bit too. Wapaka County. Just a nice classic Wisconsin Hardin shape. Pretty material. Galena. Had a couple nice big Thebes recently. It's Burlington Thebes from Crawford County. Just a big, chunky, but very well made as well. First stage example. This one's kind of fun too. It's got the hole right through it. Some kind of a fossil, a burrow or something. I do love the Kessels too. They're so thin and carefully made. Distinctive shape. And this one, a really good example of frosted Hickston, Manitowoc County. And this is probably my favorite St. Charles right now, maybe in part because it's one I recently acquired, but just about as good as they get. Heavy patina on Moline. Pretty one too. Creek stained Prairie de Chine, I believe. And there's another frame of early Archaic. We've got Fox Valleys, Stillwell, Cobb's Knife, Turin. Archaic broadblade is a type I just made up, but they're a distinctive variety that doesn't really have a known or official name. Bifurcate base and some Kirk corner notch. Take a look at this one. Super pretty material. A couple of bumps and bruises here and there, but I still like it a lot. Wapaka County. It's got interesting material. Take a look at one of these too. These are such fun points. Alright, moving into Middle Archaic. We've got Matanzas, Raditz, and Osceola is kind of a continuum across the middle. And then Ray. Probably still my favorite, Osceola. Great material, real symmetrical. And for an Osceola, pretty nicely made. A lot of them are kind of rough, but big. It's an unusual beveled one. Haven't seen that before. But these are pretty common points, so I've been trying to collect some really colorful ones. Yeah, this is a nice one too. copper frame. Trying to represent most of the varieties of copper. Rat tails, different knives, tang points, socketed points, awls, hooks, conicals. Here's a frame of blades and drills. Probably my favorite piece in here is this drill. Probably an early Archaic variety based on the base. Just really nice workmanship on this one. Alright, late Archaic frame. We've got Preston, Table Rock, Turkey Tail, Durst, and then I recently split out this Merrim Trimble type. They're kind of distinctively small, side-notched, well-made. Don't really fit any other type, so I've got those in a group for now. There's a nice Hixton, red Hixton Durst. Jackson County. A couple of Cochrane ones in there. Nice impact fracture. I love adding the impact fractured pieces. Table rocks. There's a Knife River Flint one. It's pretty unusual. Cochrane one also. Got a couple of colorful Prestons, another really common type, so I'm trying to find some particularly colorful materials. Keep them interesting. And then, hardest piece to find from Wisconsin, Turkey Tail. Took years and years to find one of these that was available, but finally got one. This is Sonora Chert from Washington County. And then a Hixton one as well. I don't know of any other Hixton Turkey Tails. Kind of an anomaly. Alright, then here's a frame of cash blades mostly. This is the group from Upper Michigan, just across the Menominee River from Wisconsin. And here's a nice Knife River Flint blade. I'm calling it a Hopewell blade. It could be a Paleo blade. Hard to say for sure. Early woodland period. We've got Kramers, a bunch of stemmed varieties, Dixon, Wabisa, Dana Robbins. These are tough to type, splitting hairs between some Danas and Wabisas, but did the best I could. I'm sure some of these could be argued into different categories. Here's a big Knife River Flint Wabisa, I'm calling it. I really like this one too. Siltstone. Tough material to work with and still pretty well executed. And then this is a Milwaukee County Jones Island stained piece. I don't know what this material is either, but it was clearly orange underneath all that patina. And this is my newest acquisition. Really nice red Hickston Dana. Unfortunately, only Wisconsin for the provenance on this one, but I'm still pretty happy with it. Alright, moving on to middle and late woodland. Got Honey Creeks, Steubens, one really colorful Gibson, Mankers, Snyders, and some Hopewell pieces. This is another one of those Lake Koshkonong, probably Prairie du Chien chert. Beautifully stained. There's a big Galena piece, Hopewell blade, and a Cochrane one as well. Super thin, kind of twisted. Pretty good Snyders. Burlington chert, Ozaukee County. Alright, and then Mississippian. Got a little hoe from Jefferson County. Bunch of Madisons, a few Hickston in there, Hokias, and 4 Hickston Harry knives. Historic frame. Just a variety of brass, iron, trade beads, some clay pipes, musket balls, typical stuff. So that's my updated collection. Hope you all enjoyed taking a look with me today. See you around.